proper expectations, because I'm a big believer in that. Our typical like cost to get a deal is around 3 to 5K. So it depends on the market you're in. Typically the cheaper market or the more rural or like the suburb of a market, the lower that cost. I had one of our guys a couple years ago go on Bigger Pockets, and he got 8 deals on 2,500 pieces of mail. And I was like, wish you wouldn't have told people that, because everybody's like, I want what Drew got.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do that for you. Like that's, right market, right mail piece, right time. Right. But if you're in like a typical market, that's kind of the expectation. If you're somewhere super expensive, like Miami or here in San Diego, I'd tell you your cost is likely going to be closer to $8,000. And the problem is that's an average, right? So if I tell you your cost per deal is 3K, it's not you put out 3K and it's guaranteed there's a deal in there. You might put out 9 and then get 3, right? So it is kind of that rolling average. But we look at it from like the function equations from middle school or high school. If I put in 5K and I spit a deal out the backside, what's that deal getting me? On flips for us, our average is well north of 40 grand. On wholesales, we're right around 20. So if I can put in 3 and spit out 30, I'm going to do that as often as I can. So just kind of proper expectations for folks. Like, I'll have people ask me like, well, what's the minimum marketing amount you recommend? I typically tell people like 2 to 3K a month, because in my experience, that's about a deal every other month. If you start to get less than that, it's just not super consistent. But like I've got guys I work with that they want to do a deal a quarter. And I'm like, cool, based on your market, you need to be spending that 3 to 5K a quarter. The deal might come right out the gate, or it might come, further down the line. And, the other caveat I'll throw on that 3 to 5K, that's your typical like burr deal. 75% minus repairs, minus holding costs, or minus what you want to make if you're wholesaling. If you're doing anything creative, like those costs can come down quite a bit because you can pay quite a bit more.